Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Naysha Nicole, and on my channel I give out lifestyle tips, I give you story times, and anything else I want to put on my channel. So in this video, I'm giving you guys another story time, and plot twist, this story time is about me being a client and a horror story that I had to deal with as a client. So yeah, you guys, I think I'm gonna start making my client horror stories or anything to do with lashing or hair or beauty industry into a series. So like every other week or something, I'll pop up with a story time about me being in the beauty industry, me and my hair, me and lashes or clients, whatever. I'm gonna just start a series on that. Now, before I start the story time, I do want to give a big shout out to you guys because we are at 133 subscribers, which is a small milestone, but I like to celebrate every milestone because it motivates me to keep going. The last video I posted was actually a week ago, and we were at like 98, I think maybe 100, and so in just a week we got up to 33, you guys. So continue this journey with me, and thank you guys again for subscribing and watching my videos. And if you guys want any other type of videos that I haven't posted already, do comment down below and I'll try it out for you guys. So yeah, you guys, this story time is about me being a client, which was probably about a year ago. Not a year ago. It was a while ago, just like my other story times. My first story time was me a month into the beauty industry. The second story time was me maybe 6-7 months into the story time. Fast forward to me today, I'm closer to being 2 years into the beauty industry. So yes, I have evolved. I've gotten better with lashing and with dealing with crazy clients or rude clients or whatever. So yeah, if you come to me today, there's no scamming. I know everything now. So, and this is my side of the story of what has happened in each of these story times. And yes, they're funny. Yes, some of them are rude, and some of them are like, what the fuck? So continue watching. Now, also, you guys, I noticed in one of my story times, the Uber story time that I told you guys, I was cursing a lot in that video. So I'm gonna try not to curse as much because I know there's younger people watching my channel, and so I don't want to be such a bad influence. So I'm gonna cut down on my cursing. But if you guys ever see me in real life, know that, you know, I do have a little potty mouth, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna cut down on that. Also, I just got my teeth tightened. I went to my ortho yesterday, you guys, and so and I also got spacers in my teeth. So if I like slur or say a word differently, just know that's the reason why. My teeth are a little sore, but not as bad as like the first couple weeks when I got my braces on. So bear with me. Okay, so at this time, which was a while ago, I wouldn't say like not almost a year ago, but like closer to a year ago, when I was working at my second salon, I was looking for a lash artist because I always try to find a lash artist that I like, particularly like I like a different style. And I think as a lash artist, a lot of us, a lot of lash artists, we know what we want, we know what style we want, we know what length we want. You know, I guess you could say lash artists are kind of picky. Most of us are. At the time, I was more picky than I am now, and so it was hard for me to find a lash artist that, you know, could give me what I want. And so at this time, I'm looking for a lash artist. Working at my second salon, I was fairly new, didn't know a lot of the girls at this salon, so I was like, I need my lashes done. Let me try to find an artist for me. My beauty Instagram, which I'll put up here so you guys could look at my work and follow me. And you know, if you're ever in my city, come see me, and I got you, girl, hook you up. So I'm on my Instagram and I see this girl's work, and her work on pictures is really good, and I'm just like, okay, let me like follow her and just follow her and see how her work is, because it could have been just that one picture, whatever. You know, I'm the type of person, I have to do my research on anything I'm gonna spend my money on because I'm very frugal. And so yeah, I'm following this girl. Her work is looking good. I think I was following her for like a few months, And I am the type of lash artist who would comment under your post if I think your work is good, give you your props, be like, damn girl, that it looks really good, whatever, right? So I seen at this particular moment, this lash artist was having like a promo or a special, whatever you want to call it, and it was like she was giving $75 full sets, you guys, and I had no lashes on. I kind of let my lashes go, and yeah, I kind of let my lashes go, and so I had no lashes. So when I seen this post that I've been following, post that it was $75 full set and her work was good, and I said, okay, well, let me hit her up and make an appointment for this special or whatever. Which, by the way, you guys, I actually need a full set right now. How ironic is that? Like, how funny is that? This week right now is Christmas, and I've been busy. Like, everyone's been busy. Every lash artist that I go to has been booked, and even last week. So this is like the busiest time of the year for lash artists, me included. Even a year ago when I first started in the beauty industry, around Christmas time was like my busiest time of the year. And so, you guys, I let my lashes go this time around too, which is funny. I'm just telling this story right now about my lashes. And so, yeah, disclaimer with the lashes, girl, because I had to work and make that money first. So yeah, I hit this girl up and I make an appointment with her. I'm like, okay, like, this is a set appointment. I'm excited. I'm like, okay, finally get my lashes back on, because girl, like, you know, when you get your lashes on or you get your hair done, you feel like a whole nother girl. Like, it's, you know, you feel good. So I'm excited about this appointment. So the day of my appointment, she sends me like her address, where she's at, and turns out like she's like a home studio, which means like she works from home, which is fine because I've been to girls who have worked from home. I don't frown upon that because I don't know anyone's situation. I've been to girls who work from home whose work has been great and it looks good and they're very, you know, clean about their stuff. So yeah, anyway, she worked from home, which was fine. But the day she sends me her address, you guys, I realized from where I live, it's like a 30-minute commute to go to her house and a 30-minute back. So that's an hour total of this, of a commute for me to get my lashes done. So I'm thinking like, okay, hopefully she's good. I'm crossing my fingers. Like, I hope this girl is bomb because this is an hour commute to get my lashes done, which I didn't know before I booked the appointment. I probably would have not booked it if I knew that. I don't know, maybe. If I would have known her before and she lived like maybe 15-20 minutes from where I'm at and she moved like 30 minutes, 45 minutes out, then probably. But the first time around, me knowing that it would have been an hour commute, I probably would have not booked that the first time around because that is pretty far. So anyways, I get to her house and I realize this girl is young, like, you know, which is fine. But I realize she lives with her parents, which I'm like, okay, well, whatever, like, it's cool. Like, her parents are supporting her. But her whole setup is like in this dining room area, and it's like a massage bed. And I'm just describing like what, you know, giving you guys a vision kind of where I was getting my lashes done. So yeah, it was like in this living room, dining room area, massage table in her parents' home. So I get my lashes done from her. I got a volume set. I believe she adds some megas in there because my lashes are very they're short and some of them are fragile, right? So as a lash artist, if you know your client's lashes are short, fragile, and they can't really hold heavy length, then that's what you use. You use volume or mega because mega is the lightest of the lashes. So that's what she did for me. And I liked how she knew like what my lashes needed. She asked me what length I wanted. I normally just go up to 13 on a volume or a mega. And because I realized on me and in general, like if you go shorter in length, your lashes last a lot longer. And with me working, that's like a one of my main factors. So we did a volume, add some megas in there, and we went up to 13th as my longest length. They came out looking really good. Like, she's a good artist and I was happy. I tipped her and I went about my day. So okay, you guys, fast forward to like months after that, the freaking Rona hit, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, so we're gonna call it the flu. right? Flu. And so the flu hit, you guys, and so everyone was shut down for 3 months, and you couldn't lash, you couldn't work. Well, some people did. Me in particular, I wasn't playing about that, and I didn't lash at all, so I had no lashes on. So when we opened back up, I seen she was posting about, you know, being open again, and I'd been to her, so I was just like, okay, I know this is someone's work who I've been to, and yes, she's an hour commute, but it's worth it, right? And so I seen that she was available to taking appointments again. And so I looked at her schedule, I hit her up, and I was like, okay, girl, like, you know, this is the time that works for me, whatever. And so I set my appointment with her. This time she wasn't having a special. It was like regular pricing, but I felt like, okay, that's cool because I know her work, so she's worth the money for me to go and spend it. Mind you, I booked a volume fill. Volume fills average around $85. So plus tip, you're looking at $100, right? So I booked my appointment with her for a volume fill. So I have my appointment for a volume fill. I'm taking this hour commute, or 30 minutes there, and I get there. She starts doing my lashes, and we're talking, and now we're like kind of like not building a relationship, but kind of in a way, because the first time we spoke about a lot of stuff, like her going to school. I think she said she went to beauty school, and like the drama there. And if you guys haven't checked out my video about my beauty school experience, I'll link that video here. So we're speaking about beauty school and our experience. We're talking about boys or whatever, like her relationships, whatever. So this time we're still, you know, having a great conversation, and we're talking about, I actually asked her, you know, why she doesn't work in a salon, or why she doesn't do her own thing in a studio. Like, why is she working outside of home? And I guess she just, one, I guess she feels comfortable. Two, she tells me she doesn't really need to work like that. Obviously, she's working outside her parents' home. She lives there. It's convenient for her, I guess. And so, yeah, so basically she doesn't have to work and be a lash artist full time. Anyways, she does my lashes, and they look good. And the first time they look a lot better, but they still look good this time around. And so I gave her the 85. I believe I tipped her because I'm a lash artist, and I always tip good because I know, like, you know, sometimes, girl, that tip is like your lunch money. So yeah, I get my lashes done, tip her, and then I leave. Y'all, tell me why my lashes start falling out like a couple days right after the appointment. And I'm just like, yo, what the, you know, I'm like, yo, like, I just got these lashes done. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's irritating because I had to work, and it's just an hour commute out there. I'm like, I should just pay this girl $100, and my lashes are falling out. I said, you know what, I'm a lash artist. I know sometimes some things happen. I know on my part how to take care of my lashes, especially when I first get them done. And I'm like, okay, let me think. She might have used a different glue. She might have used a bonder or something that she didn't prime. Maybe something happened, and I know sometimes things happen, you know what I mean? So let me just hit her up and be like, okay, girl, like, can you get me in? When can you get me in, or whatever, to fix my lashes? Because me personally, as a lash artist and how I run my business, when I do your lashes, if you rub your eye, or if you sleep on your eye, or if they're just falling out, girl, I give you 3 days to hit me up, free touch up, no charge, and you can come in. We could set your appointment for a free touch up. Whatever reason, you can come in after 3 days of your appointment to get that free touch up from me. And that's how I run my business. So me thinking, like, you know, that's how I run my business. That's how everyone should kind of run their business. You know, if anything happens, you have a 3-day period to come back to me and be like, girl, can you fix this? Can you fix that? And I got you. So I hit her up and I said, hey girl, how are you doing? Because I have manners. And I'm like, girl, my lashes are falling out already, and I know they shouldn't be falling out this quick and that fast, and it's like not a few, it's a chunk. And it was like one eye, you guys. So I'm looking at OD crazy, and I'm just like, so when can you get me in to like fix my lashes? And you guys, sometimes you know, I do come off aggressive. I think anyone can come off a little aggressive through a text or a message when you're not face to face and you're talking. Because honestly, I'm very straightforward anyways. Like if I have a problem with something, I'm like, okay, this is the problem. How can we fix it? Where's the solution? You know what I mean? I do have manners to be like, hey, how are you? Or hi, my name is so-and-so. But it's like, this is the problem I have. When can we fix it? How can I go about this? Boom, problem solved. Like, you know, it shouldn't be a whole thing. So I don't know if I just came to her like aggressively, or if she just took it that way, or if she's never even had someone complain or even say, hey, my lashes are falling out, whatever. Because sometimes I do know that and this is me before being a lash artist. I know even when I wasn't in the beauty industry field, say for example, I get my nails done and one is lifting or they all start lifting, sometimes I would be like, whatever, I'm just not gonna go back to that place. And some girls think like that. You might do a girl's lashes or her makeup, or you might do her nails, and she thinks like, it's cool, you know, when you do them, and then a couple days or a week later, they're looking crazy, they're falling off, her nails are lifting or whatever, and she's maybe too afraid to say something. So I don't know if she's used to girls not saying anything to her, or if she just really truly never has had this problem where someone has been like, hey girl, my lashes are falling out, like, can you come and fix them, or what should I do? Which I think in the messages that we wrote, because we were writing back and forth on Instagram, because that's how I met her, I remember her saying that she rarely has retention problems. And I don't know if I 100% believe that, because every lash artist goes through something. Yeah, 90% of your clientele might have bomb retention, but honestly, every now and then you're gonna have a client who does rub their eye, or who went swimming, or who like didn't take care of their lashes or something like that. Or it might be you know, that happens to every lash artist. So I don't know if I 100% believe that. And if you're a lash artist or a nail tech or a hairstylist who has never had a client come back to you because something went wrong with the service a few days or a week ago, you're full of it, you're lying, because I know for a fact it has happened. So anyways, we're going back and forth. I'm texting her, I said, hey girl, my lashes are falling out and it's like chunks. And she's like, oh my God, really? Like trying to figure out, you know, what happened. And I was like, yeah girl, like I know this is not normal, like I'm a lash artist as well. And so mind you guys, as we're texting back and forth, it's taking this girl like a minute, you know, to write me back. And I'm like, I don't know if she's getting advice from somebody, or if she just is like, whatever, I don't care, or like what, you know. But eventually she hits me back up and it's like, oh well, I could fix you, but it's gonna have to be this day. And that day that she said was like 2 weeks from the day I hit her up. And she's like, I encountered with someone who had the flu. And you guys, I was so mad. I was just like, what? Like, I just literally went to you a few days ago. Like, yeah, you might have got encountered with someone that day or the day before that I just hit you up. Hopefully that's the case. Actually, I know that's the case, because I felt 100%. I felt good. I felt fine. And so I'm just like, you got the flu all of a sudden after... Because mind you, when I hit her up, we were messaging each other back and forth like every 2 minutes, like it was a quick response. And then all of a sudden it wasn't, and now you have the flu. Again, I'm not trying to call this girl like a liar or she's just making stuff up, but around this time, it was like a big thing. Like a lot of people were saying, oh, I have the flu, or I encountered with this or whatever. And some people were saying it because one, they got comfortable, they didn't want to go back to work. Two, I think some of them were getting like help from the government assistance, like they didn't want that to stop. And I don't know, my gut feeling, my intuition is off the chain, y'all, and like my gut feeling was telling me like this girl was not 100. So at this point, I'm like, girl, you got the flu, like nah, like that's a lie. And I'm so mad, because I'm like, you want me to come back? And I said this, y'all, because that's like, mind you, like I said, I'm frugal. Like, that's $100, like, So I'm like, okay, so you want me to come back 2 weeks from now? I said, girl, if I wait another 2 weeks, I won't be having none. My lashes are gonna be bald headed, and like I'm not gonna have no lashes on. So me, you know, being raised with manners, I was just like, you know, I said, I understand that you might have the flu, and hopefully you don't, and I understand you have to like quarantine, and you know, good for you for like being responsible. Honestly, you know, 2 weeks from now, my lashes are not gonna last. I'm gonna be like bald, you know what I mean? And I said, if there's a chunk falling out right now and they're continuing to fall out, a week from now, they're gonna be all gone. So again, you guys, I felt fine. I felt 100%. I wasn't getting any symptoms. Like, I'm very OCD anyways. I always carry sanitizer. I always wash my hands and all that before all this stuff happened to the world. Like, very like, ew, I'm not touching that. I'm that type of girl, very OCD. So I'm like, if I don't feel sick, I don't feel ill, and I just went to this girl like a few days ago, how in the hell, you know? But like I said, giving her the benefit of the doubt, like maybe she did just encounter with someone that day I hit her up or the day before, but I don't know. But honestly, it definitely made me feel like it was BS and I was being freaking like scammed out of $100. Like, I know this girl told me before we were talking while I was getting my lashes done that she doesn't need to work. Like, me as a lash artist and all of the other lash artists that I know, and the ones that, you know, I look up to and mentor me, they work full-time. This is like their full-time job. Like, they lash either part-time and they have a second job, or they lash full-time. Me, I lash full-time. So I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling scammed, y'all. Like, I'm feeling scammed out of $100. And this girl telling me to come back in 2 weeks and she'll fix them, or, you know, and that's like the only option she's giving me. Which honestly, if it was like a week from now, or from the day that I told her and that I messaged her, then that would have been fine. 2 weeks is like a fill time. Now, if in a few days my lashes are falling out, like I said, 2 weeks my lashes would have been gone, and I would have been screwed, y'all. So at the end of this all, you guys, I kind of gave her like a little piece of my mind because I'm a little feisty, and I just felt in my gut instinct that she wasn't being like 100% honest. And as a lash artist to another lash artist, it's like, damn girl, like we're in the same industry, like you gonna do me like that? Like, but just to put this out there, you guys, like I said before, I found her on Instagram and I was following her, and then seeing that she was having like a $75 special on all full sets, which is like unheard of if you're not brand new, and she wasn't brand new. So I was being like cheap, y'all, you know, let's keep it real. And anytime I feel like you are giving a big discount, or you find someone who is extremely like affordable, or you're just being cheap like how I was before, you encounter with problems. Like the first story time that I had and the second story time that I had, the first story time that I had, I was giving off $50 off of all full sets, and that's so much money off of a full set, and that's a good price, you know what I mean? And look what happened with that story time. Problems. The second story time that I told you guys about the lash artist walking by and just walked in. She's seen a sign in the window, you guys, that we were giving out less than $100 of a full set. So, you know, when you put out that, oh, I'm doing this for very less money, like very low money, and you're saying you're giving cheap prices, or you find someone who is cheap, you're gonna run into problems. And that's a lesson that I learned. Like now today, I don't have that problem because I found lash artists that we could work on each other, so I don't really have that problem anymore. But advice for anyone out there, if you see someone who's giving out full set of lashes for $50 off like I was before, or for a full set of lashes, volume set, mega set for $75, $80, when normally they're over $100, $150, like, you know what I'm saying, then just be mindful and just know that since it's gonna probably be a problem, you're gonna probably have to deal with something. Now in my case, I just felt like the artist that I went to, that I booked with originally, who gave me that cheap price, y'all, let's be real, it was a very cheap price. She did good work, but it was like her customer service, or you know, the way she handled things, like I felt like she didn't care that my lashes were falling out, or that, you know, she wasn't gonna work with me. No, I'm not saying like, okay, she needs to give me all my money back, but at the same time, make it an option, girl. You know, be more understanding that I don't just throw money out like that. Some people just don't throw money out like that, and that's $100 and that you came up on in 2-3 days, and you want me to come back in 2 weeks and what, give me a fill price? Like, no. So you guys, you know, we went back and forth, and at the end of the day, I was mad because I'm like, if I'm a lash artist and I will work with the client and give her a free touch-up, and if I'm in a position that I can't give you that free touch-up, whether it's something personal or I'm not just there that day, I'm sure there's other people, you know, I will figure something out. Like, I'm sure she had other lash friends that could have gave her a favor. In my position right now, I work for a company, and if I'm not able to do your touch-up or your fill that I messed up on, or that, you know, it went bad, there's another person that I have that could do it. Like, there's a coworker that is gonna fix your lashes for me. There's other options. Like, I just felt like I was being scammed, y'all, and like there was no options for me to fix my problem. So I was, yeah, an unhappy client, y'all. So like I said before, if you guys want a service in lashing, nails, hair, pay the money for it, you guys. Don't go the cheap route, because yeah, you might find someone good and get lucky with being cheap, but then you might find out, okay, the environment that they're in is not so well, or their customer service is off, or they don't care, or you're gonna feel like you're being scammed, you're not happy, you know? Don't be cheap like me, or frugal. Pay the price, you guys, so you don't have to deal with no BS. Because when you're paying for something that is worth the money, and you're paying for the artwork and that artist, just know that you're gonna get what you want, you're gonna be happy. And if you're not happy, that person who is charging quality work and they're charging what they're worth, they're gonna find a solution for you, to where it's like, okay, if I can't do something that fits your needs, I'm gonna find out another way. And that's what I do. So, but yeah, like I said, we went back and forth, and at the end of it all, we don't follow each other on Instagram anymore. It wasn't like something evil or I hate her or anything like that. I was mad, and I did feel scammed out of my little $100, but you know, I'm not like evil. I'm not gonna just like blast her or whatever, but I hope she learned from the situation, and I know I did learn that I'm a, you know, not be so damn cheap with certain stuff. But yeah, you know, I just ended up going to a actual lash company because I couldn't just walk around with a chunk of my lashes out of my one eye after 3 days, like, you know what I mean? So I ended up going to a lash company, and I chose a lash company because I know for a fact if there's multiple lash artists at a lash company and one messes up on me, or I don't like the way they do their work, then I could just go to their coworker. And it's like, you know, I feel like when you go to a lash company and get your lashes done, you deal with less problems, you know? Absolutely, I do believe that. Not saying if you go to a person who is a solo artist and they're not gonna know how to deal with your lashes falling out or whatever, but if they're busy and they're booked out, or if they can't fix your problem, or if they're just irritated about how you come about, or they're just irritated with you, they just don't want to do your lashes and fix them, you know, then you're kind of screwed. Whereas in a company, you have multiple people to choose from, to where you're satisfied at the end of the day. So tell me, you guys, was I being overly dramatic? Was I wrong how I handle it? Would you have hit up your lash artist or your nail tech or your hairstylist if there was a problem with your hair, because I know now, me being in the beauty industry, that's what I do. I'm gonna hit up whoever did my hair, whoever did my nails, whoever did my lashes, and be like, girl, let's fix this, right? Because you paid the money for it. And should I have given her a shot in 2 weeks again and driven that hour commute to her house or to her mother's house and let her do my lashes all over again? So comment down below and let me know how you feel about this story time, and what would you have done differently. All right, you guys, that was the end of my story time of my horror lash story time of me being a client and how I had to walk around with a chunk in my eye for a few days or whatever after paying $100. If you do like this story time, please do comment down below. Let me know what other story times you guys want to watch or any other video ideas you guys have for me, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Bye.